Hello everyone! Today we have another unboxing to do. But let me warn you, today it's not carnivorous plants. Because I don't just have carnivorous plants. Of course, they are super interesting and everything, and we are developing our business around them. But actually I have a collection of like about 1,000 plants, something like this. 1,000 that are not carnivorous. So of course plants grow, they overgrow their places, so when they do, I offer them on social media or through other channels, even just for exchange, always nice to get something new. So this is one of these occasions. I sent something, and then this person sent me something back, so let's see what we got. Okay, this package traveled around, this box, I mean, this traveled around quite a bit, and I think it's sort of time to retire it after this one. Aren't we eco, huh? Just reusing old boxes. Okay. Here a bit more packaging. And now the interesting part. Bag one. Let's just move this and let's just focus on the first bag, huh? Okay, we see something sticking out. Do you recognize it? I do. Do you? So this is something called a carya. It's a flowering bush that it overwinters. Just a flowering bush from the rose family. This is the variety with double flowers. I have the one with single flowers, the one with the double flowers I have now. I need to figure out where I'll plant it. This thing, it doesn't like totally full shade. It likes to be shaded a little bit, not too much. It's not for growing under a canopy, but at least a little bit of shade, and a bit more soil that is a little bit more moist. It overwinters, it forms into a bush that is, well, if it's really good ground and like maybe 1.5 meters high with a similar spread. If it doesn't like the location that much, then it will be like around 1 meter or something. So this is this. And now let's take a look here. Another bag. Wow, lots of stuff. Lots of stuff. This is one type of aster. I saw the picture. Actually, I'm cheating a little bit. She sent me the pictures also, but she doesn't know what species they are. So actually, I need to write back just to tell her exactly what she has. These guys are native to North America. Asters, they're not even in a genus Aster anymore. I'll put it on the screen. What's it called now? Yeah, also, yeah, North America, the carrier from before, this thing here that we just unpacked, this is from China originally. Of course, it's been grown for centuries in the gardens. So the aster, let's continue. This is something nice, something for my rockery. This is a bluebell. There's a bunch of bluebells, these tiny ones. Even even the tall species, there's a lot. But when you come to the tiny species, there is a huge amount of them in nature. And then like the ones that are grown like just as rockery plants, you have a lot of hybrids, you have a lot of varieties and so on. I'm like mainly interested like to just fill in the rockery so it looks nice. It's like no serious collecting anyway. Then we have, she packed it so nice, didn't she? Like all in these wet rags and so on. This is, you recognize what this is? Ivy. And this is not the common ivy. I mean, obviously it's not the common ivy. The common species is Hedera helix, one of many, many, many grown hybrids and cultivars and varieties. This one happens to be variegated. We need to do an episode on what variegated means, actually, what it is. But yeah, anyways, it will be a nice addition because I have 2 or 3 of these guys, and this will be just nice. Also, like if you're exchanging plants, like I was talking about this a lot, like with the other packages, if you're exchanging, you don't need to send like half of the bush that you have, or when you receive, don't be like shocked if you receive something that's like twig with 2 leaves. This is completely enough for your plant to start. It has nice roots, it's not wilted, it's not dry, this is just fine. This was probably crawling somewhere along the ground. She cut it and she sent it. This is actually even better than if you would receive something that is big. If it's big, like it just has more problems to start growing, you would need to cut it back anyway. So something like this, you have the genetic material, plant it, water it. That's what I'll do. Also put it in a little bit of shade for a while so it just adapts, starts growing roots. Then you can plant it out and it's just completely fine. What I will plant these guys in, obviously they're not going to be planted directly outside. It's not that it's too cold. Okay, yeah, we are expecting a cold snap coming in about a week. But that's not that much of an issue because these are outdoor plants anyway. Mainly is because it will be easier for them to just root in, their roots need to start growing, and it's actually easier to achieve this, faster to achieve this if they are just potted. And in the cooler part of the greenhouse, it doesn't need to be a heated greenhouse. Here it happens to be, but otherwise it doesn't need to be heated. Just a bit sheltered, a little bit in a shade, water them, keep them nice and wet and happy, and they will be just super fine. Okay, Leucanthemum maximum, it's what it's called. And one is closer to what the wild species would look, and the other one, the double one, that's like more garden variety. Again, like I'm thinking at some point to just introduce you to at least the major plant families that we see here in the temperate region. Why am I saying this? This is a member of Asteraceae family, so like the aster, and their flowers, you know them, like they are really common. It would be like a dandelion, it would be salad, comes, okay, they are from very closely related family, Cycoridaceae. Some, I mean, in the old days they were all grouped together in just one big group. So Asteraceae, now they're just broken up into 2. Let's leave the technicalities. Flowers, so-called flowers, these things have, they are actually inflorescences. So structures made up of a bunch of tiny, tiny little flowers. Yeah, okay, let's leave botany. Let's continue seeing what's in here so we don't stray off too much. This guy, this is a poisonous plant. This is Arum italicum. I actually have this, but I mean she packed it before she sent me, but it's fine, I'll plant it somewhere else. Why not? It's a very pretty plant. It's the same family as the monstera plant, so Araceae. It's one of the few aroids from Europe. All the European ones are more or less poisonous, toxic. These guys, if you eat the berries, don't ever do that. They are super poisonous. You can die from eating something like this. I know which one this is, like these that they have for November 1st. I love the smell of these things. Yeah, fantastic. Short day plant also, so they start flowering when the days start to get shorter. I don't have a clue what kind of color. Let's be surprised. Actually, I love these things. Like my granny had them on the balcony, like in the flat where I was growing up, and I have really nice memories of this plant with orange flowers. So it's one of my not really favorite ones, because I mean I try not to have favorites, but definitely somewhere like high up there. It has a special meaning, if you know what I mean. Another one of these, yeah, and this is also from this family, Asteraceae, by the way. So, yes. Then, this was the main thing of what we were talking about when we made our exchange. And then it just developed into just, I'll give you this, I'll give you this, I'll give you this. This is how it works. So, can you guess what this is? I'll unwrap the roots and think a little bit about it, and then I will tell you. I see she had a cat helping her. I know how that feels. I have the same problem actually, packing stuff. Very, very nice, very nice, very nice roots. This should do very super well. Actually, we could talk about rooting stuff like this in some video, because this was rooted in water. Let me give you a close-up of the tip. Will it focus? Does it focus? Yeah, a little bit. Let's try. Yes. Okay. Any clues? Any clues what it could be? All of you that said a fig, you are right. It is a fig. It's a type of fig called Steyerska figa or Steyr fig. It's part of like a group of like old varieties. They are figs that survive the continental climate. They are their fruits are dark. They are very sweet. They form bushes, and as said, they survive our climate. So I have a fig, Turkish fig. It's very sweet, very nice brown fruit, but it's ripe really late in the year. So we just get a few and then that's it. And I was looking for this type of fig just because it's something that should do much better here where we are. We have quite a good microclimate, but still, like once it starts getting cold, I mean, this is where it comes into play if you have something that's more adapted to the climate or not. So anyway, this. And the final plant, I was hunting this for quite a while, and I'm like still surprised that we got it finally. This grows into a huge plant. Try to guess what it is. I will describe it a little bit. So it's a huge plant. It's herbaceous, so it doesn't form a stem. It doesn't form a trunk, right? The stem that it has is this thing you see here. This is the growing point, and when it starts growing, it has its leaf bases in a sheath that can be a meter or two tall, and then the leaf lamina, so the leaf surface, just unfurls out and is also like a meter or two long and at least half a meter wide, I guess. This can flower in our climate. They're nothing really special to see, but the fruits it has are edible, and there is a chance you're eating it right now. Just the difference is this thing doesn't set fruit. I mean, even if it sets them, they can't ripen because it's too cold here. This is a tropical plant, but just this variety can be grown in a climate like ours, in a temperate climate, as a giant herbaceous perennial, for its foliage, not for its flowers, not for its fruits, because it is a little bit too cold for it to produce the fruits. What else is interesting about it? Yes, what's interesting is that the ones that you would be eating, they are seedless, but they are not sprayed or genetically modified or influenced in any way to be seedless. It's just that they are a variety that sets fruit without setting the seeds. So they are totally naturally seedless and can only be reproduced by the little baby plants that grow around the roots. When do you get little baby plants? So when one of these leaves or growing points grows, it grows like to a certain size, then it flowers, it would set fruit if it could, and then it would die back. So the crown would die back, but at the same time it would have a lot of little baby ones growing out, and these would be these guys. Same thing you would see in agave, by the way. Yeah. Did you guess what it is? No? Tough? Some of you did? Okay, raise your hands who said pineapple. You're wrong, it's not a pineapple. Raise your hands who said banana. It is a banana. This is a banana. It's a winter hardy banana. Baby ones, of course. Hopefully this year, if they grow, we will see maybe like half a meter or something growth. If it's more, it would really surprise me. I'll do my damn best to get them grow as well as they can, but let's see. Yeah, but in the next years they should be starting to just be what they should be. Okay, this is it. Thank you for watching. Hope you found this interesting. If you're watching from anywhere where I can actually exchange with you, feel free to contact me. If I can, I really gladly exchange plants. This is how our collections grow. Anyways, thank you for watching. Hope you found this interesting. Follow us, like us, subscribe, everything. And see you next time. Bye bye.